Hello, welcome to today's Becoming Peace meditation and inspiration. The name of today's session is Pick 4, Learning How to Navigate Toxicity, where we're going to explore honoring yourself and keeping yourself safe. Make sure you have a notebook and a pen close by, just in case you choose to record any inspirations during this special time you've set aside for yourself. And if you find this content helpful, I invite you to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for this channel. Also, please consider sharing this video with someone you think could possibly use this information. Make sure you check out this week's suggested music track, He is the Gift. The link is in the show notes down below. Okay, are you ready? Today's inspiration is going to be blunt and to the point. Sometimes it's so difficult to steer clear from toxic people who do a good job at spewing toxic words and actions. I heard from a friend just the other day. She said, Heidi, I just don't know how to handle getting out of the way when someone treats me awful. I don't know what to do sometimes. And for those people on the planet who do have a tendency to people please or don't even want to cause waves, it can be so tricky to set a hard, fast boundary. And what does it even look like to set a boundary anyway? Okay, I'm giving you fair warning. This next part is not a pleasant thought, but go with me for a minute here. Imagine you are traveling in a car with another passenger. All of a sudden, the passenger vomits all over the inside of the car. What are you going to do? You have several choices. Do you just continue driving? Do you reach for the disinfecting wipes? Do you stop and sit there paralyzed? What do you do? I bet you don't even have to think about this for very long. If it were me, I would slam on those brakes and get to the side of the road just as quickly as possible. Throw the doors open and start shoveling. It's just kind of a no-brainer, right? On the other hand, we seem to question when someone we care about or when someone we work with begins to metaphorically throw up all over us by complaining, melting down, throwing an adult fit, or being disrespectful towards us. Somehow, we just think we should put up with it, tolerate it, or pass it off as that it's just no big deal. Well, now you have permission to never put up with it. What would you do if someone vomited all over you in the car? You would exit. Let that sink in. You don't have to sit and take disrespectful comments, hurtful words, the silent treatment, or any type of abuse. The right thing is to get out of the way in whatever way is appropriate. Turn on your heels, turn around, and physically move yourself to another location. Click the cyberbullying off. Go for a ride, go for a walk, take the dog to the park, or make a quick phone call to someone you trust. There are numerous ways to move to safety. Just do it. Okay, now we have that settled. Here's another question for you. I'd like you to take a deep breath in and out. Exhale. Close your eyes. Relax into your seat. And let's pretend for a moment You have absolutely perfect relationships with all the people in your life. Now, name 4 words that describe how you're feeling. Basically, what I'm doing is asking you to come up with 4 words that describe your perfect relationships. So here's an example: love, peace, stability, and safety. In other words, you would like to feel those 4 things more often than not in your life. So let's take a few moments for you to settle in and decide on the 4 words which are most important to you. What are 4 words that describe how you want to feel in life and as you interact with other people? Breathe deeply and exhale. Now, imagine you get to feel these 4 things 90% of the time. 90% of your day is spent feeling more love, more peace, more security, and more trust. How does that feel inside of your body? How is it affecting and improving your health? What about your heart? How does it make your heart feel? And how would it be affecting or improving your sleep? You are realizing in this moment how peaceful, loved, and safe you are being surrounded by these desires. Life is beautiful. If you could wave a magic wand, this is how you are living your life from here forward. This is how you feel 90% of the day and night. Now, let's take a few moments breathing deeply, and you yourself are going to go deep and pick your 4. I'll mind the time. Great. Next, think to the present and the relationships that you are currently in. Imagine you are now in a difficult spot, having a difficult conversation with someone you care about. You're feeling distant and troubled, and uncomfortableness is bubbling up. I want you to evaluate what percentage or level of discomfort are you experiencing right now. If it's lower than 50% or lower than a 5 out of 10, you need to remove yourself to a safer space. You can give yourself permission in this moment right now to make a safety plan within your mind. I mentioned a few ideas earlier. What is your safety plan? What would you choose to do when tensions are high in order to help yourself find peace? Let's take a moment and determine 2 safety measures you will adopt and have ready if you need to use them. Here are a few ideas. Create a playlist of music you can escape to. Call a friend for help. Eat some nourishing food. Hydrate yourself. Go breathe in your favorite essential oil or aroma. Take a bath. Take a walk. Connect with your favorite child or animal. Listen to a podcast. And the list, it goes on and on. This is your safety plan. What are 2 actions you can have locked and loaded, so to speak, to get yourself to a better place when a situation begins to take a spiral downward? Deciding beforehand is always easier. Then you don't have to sit and argue with yourself. Let's give you just a few moments to decide what your 2 action items will be. Good job. Okay, let's do a quick review. Step 1 was pick 4 words to describe what you want in your life. Love, respect, trust, safety, whatever your 4 were. Make sure you grab a pen and a paper and write them down. Step 2 was evaluate your safe number. What is your boundary or threshold you will tolerate? We all know that 100% really isn't realistic. So most people don't have 100% blissful day all day. So determine on an average day how much time is spent in peace, safety, respect, or kindness. Basically your 4. Pick a number or a percentage you're comfortable with. So here's an example. Let's say your top 4 are peace, safety, respect, and kindness. You want to fill those things at least 90% of the day. In order for you to feel secure, you need to feel like these 4 are present in your life 90% of the time. Does this make sense? Determine on an average day how much time is spent in peace, safety, respect, and kindness. It's a really eye-opening evaluation if you look back over the last 24 hours and determine how much time you have spent in those 4 words that you picked. Very eye-opening. However, the good news is we get to make different choices from today, from here forward. Okay, step 3 review is if you ever find yourself lower than 90% threshold, you get to move yourself to safety. Decide on 2 specific actions that you can take to honor your boundary. And step 4, guess what? Now you have an action plan for what to do when situations arise that make you feel uncomfortable. Think of the 4 words that describe how you would like to feel. Evaluate the current situation and then exit. Time to execute. And exit, if needed, in whatever way you choose to exit is appropriate. Okay, I'm going to give you just a few moments to process what we just learned. Think back over your last 24 hours. How did you do? And what were your feelings? 90% in bliss or 90% in hell? I guess you get to determine what that was. Pick your 4 words that you want to be in. Set a percentage and imagine yourself actually doing this practice successfully. I'll mind the time. Let's come back. Continue deep breathing. And when you're ready, slowly come back, opening your eyes. And as you float back to consciousness, your soul will thank you for taking a moment to write down the impressions and thoughts you had today. Keep them safe and refer to them often because they really are precious gifts from heaven. In Acts chapter 20, verse 20, we read, "And now I have kept back nothing that was profitable unto you, but have showed you and have taught you publicly and from house to house." Enjoy the relaxation and peace you are becoming and experiencing. As you move through the rest of your day, remember, we're on a mission to help others experience more peace. If you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and share this YouTube channel. Also, please check the show notes below for more information. Congratulate yourself on showing up for you today. And remember, the secret to life is simple. Take in more light today than you did yesterday. Bye for now.